What's going on, guys? This is Andrew with LiveSportsTalk, and today we have a very special episode for all you listeners out there. We're doing a full 30 minutes of just straight fantasy football talk, and let's just get it right started. So I'm going to turn things over to our NFL analyst, Jeff.
What's going on, guys? I'm here with Andrew and Ed today for our fantasy podcast, and Andrew and I made a big board for this, and it's the top 20 of the majority of the fantasy football positions. Ed really has not seen this, so it'll be interesting to see what he thinks about it. But we're going to go over who we think are going to be good this year and who we think are going to be busts. So, Ed, say what's up to everyone.
Hey, guys. So I'm excited for this episode. I just was looking over the big boards. It looks good, so I guess we'll start with quarterbacks.
Yeah, let's go into quarterbacks. Andrew, you want to read off some QB names here?
Start with the top five.
All right, starting with the top five.
Go from 5 to 1.
At number 5, we put down Cam Newton. At number 4, we put down Matthew Stafford. At number 3, we put down Drew Brees. At number 2, we put down Tom Brady. And I think you guys all know who's number 1. Aaron Rodgers. So what do you guys think about that top 5 right there?
I like it, and probably because I helped make it. But I like Cam Newton at number 5 because he's not gonna put up the best passing numbers, but he's gonna get in the end zone with his rushing a lot. And I don't think he's going to be as good as a Rodgers, Brady, Brees, or Stafford because they just throw for so many yards and so many touchdowns and have great receivers. But I think with Cam Newton, he's going to make up for some of that and a lot of it with his rushing, and he's going to be able to get in the end zone, and I think that's what puts him in the top 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the top 5. I think, when you look at it, Stafford's health might be a concern when drafting a quarterback so early, but he stayed healthy last year, had a great season last year. Cam Newton, we've only seen one season from him. I think 5th is where I'd rank him in quarterbacks. I'm not sure if I'm willing to draft him early where he's going to be drafted, but ranking quarterbacks, I'd put him at about 5th. So I think I agree with the top 5.
So speaking of another quarterback that gets injured, we're going to go into our the next 5. At number 10, we're going to go 10 to 6 here. At number 10, we have Eli Manning of the New York Giants. And then another guy to watch for, number 9, Mike Vick. 8 is Peyton Manning, 7, Tony Romo, and 6, Phillip Rivers. The reason why we have Vick so low at number 9, a lot of people are going to be saying Cam Newton runs, Mike Vick runs. They're both similar quarterbacks, but I mean Cam Newton's bigger, but they're similar quarterbacks. The thing about Vic though is he, as you saw if you watched the preseason game last night, he's very injury prone. He doesn't like to give up on plays, and he won't throw the ball away very often, and that causes him to get hurt. And I think we have him down at number 9 because if you can get him late-ish, like. If you can get him in the, what would you guys say, 4th round?
I'd say 4th round.
I'd say anytime after the 4th round, he'd be amazing. I don't think he's going to go that late in the typical draft.
I think he's going to go 3rd round.
Probably, but if you can get him in the 4th, if you're lucky enough, I would say go for it, but he's probably only going to play, because of his injuries, 12 or 13 games this season.
He's only played 16 games once
in his career. So I would say if you're going to draft Mike Vick, get a good backup, to be completely honest. He'll be great. Vick will be great for you when he starts, but, I mean,
he could steal some weeks, but by playoff time,
yeah, you're going to need someone consistent out there to win, and that's why I would say get a second quarterback decently early as well. If that's a road you want to take, if you want to gamble on it, by all means go for it. Just make sure you have a decent backup option. What else do you guys think about these 10 through 6 guys?
Well, I have a question about Peyton Manning. What kind of season do you guys think he's going to have coming back from the injury and with the new team, and all the hype is kind of about him, and he's expected to perform well. Do you think he's going to meet these expectations?
I think Peyton Manning's going to have a good year. I think with Demaryius Thomas and Eric Decker, I think he's got 2 good, younger receivers. I think That'll be fun to watch. It's just so different from the style that the Broncos were playing last year. But I don't know where people are talking about drafting Manning, to be quite honest, right now. Again, because so much unpredictability, I'm not willing to draft him very early. But
I wouldn't expect him to fall too late.
Yeah, no, he's not going to go that late. But he could be great. I don't think he'll be awful. But,
I don't expect him. I don't
expect
expect him to have his numbers that he did when he was with the Colts and being the Peyton Manning that we all know. But I don't expect him to have terrible numbers either. He also has Jacob Tamme as his tight end, who's another guy you might want to go to. And when we get to tight ends, we're going to talk about him as well. But that's just another guy. Now we're going to go from 15 to 11 here. So at 15, we have RG3. At 14, Matt Schaub. At 13, a guy I personally really like, Jay Cutler. At 12, Big Ben Roethlisberger. And at 11, Matt Ryan. You guys' thoughts?
Well, I like Matt Ryan at number 11. I think he's overlooked in a lot of leagues, and I think he's going to have a really good season this year with Julio Jones coming back for his second year. He's only getting better. And they also have Roddy White, who's another great wide receiver. So
they also really don't have a very good running game because I do not see Michael Turner being very good this year. He's getting older, and they don't really have that star running back to carry the load. So I think they're going to be passing a good amount, and Ryan's a pretty good quarterback in my eyes, so I think he's up for it.
Yeah, I had Ryan on my fantasy team last year. He had some really good weeks. A few weeks, weren't good, but he's good for where you get him. You get him in the 5th round, probably. That's where I got him last year.
Mm-hmm.
I liked him for there. I thought it was good value. I'm not a guy who is going to put down a really early pick on a quarterback. So, I do like Matt Ryan or the guy who's at number 12, Ben Roethlisberger, though the injury's there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But Ben Roethlisberger, you had Antonio Brown break out last year.
1,000 yards.
Emmanuel Sanders is a good young receiver. And then Mike Wallace, once he comes back, he's got good pieces to throw to. Big Ben might be someone to look at 5th, 6th round if you get him there.
Yeah, Mike Wallace is definitely expected to come back, too. I do like in the 15 through 11, I like Ben Roethlisberger and Matt Schaub for the value you can get for them. The question is if they can stay healthy. Matt Schaub had that injury last year. He was on my fantasy team last year, and it really killed me because I had him and AP, and they both got hurt. But I think that if he can stay healthy, he'll be a great quarterback. And if you can pair off Matt Schaub with another quarterback, if you can get two half-decent quarterbacks and play the schedule or something, that's always a thought right there if you're into taking quarterbacks later. So now we're going to look at 5 guys that we'd say are probably the top a couple of the top backups that you could probably get if 20 through 16. At number 20, we have Joe Flacco. 19, Andy Dalton. 18, Matt Castle. 17, Andrew Luck. And 16, Josh Freeman.
Personally, I would love to have Andrew Luck as a backup. I think he threw a couple picks against Pittsburgh in a preseason game.
That is a great defense, though.
Earlier this week. One of those picks was not his fault whatsoever, and I thought he showed resilience after those picks. He had some good drives. I think Luck could be actually a really good backup who, by the end of the year, depending on who's starting for you, if there's an injury, he could be a pretty serviceable starter. And I don't know where people are talking about taking him, but Andrew Luck might be a guy who, I drafted 3 wide receivers and a couple running backs, and I wasn't thinking about quarterbacks. Somehow it slipped my mind. Luck's still on the board. Maybe you can take him. Maybe you can win with him at starting if you spent your really good picks on great players in that position. I don't think Luck's going to be horrible. I think Flacco, you guys have him at 20. I think he's going to go before guys like Castle go, personally.
Yeah, Castle's kind of one of our sleepers.
Yeah, I think Flacco. You guys have Flacco after Dalton, Castle, Freeman, RG3. I think Luck. I think Flacco will go probably before those guys. I think Flacco's good for you. You can get him late also.
So that's it for us. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter at LiveSportsTalk. And like us on Facebook at facebook.com/LiveSportsTalk Network. And check the links in the description. It's our it's our Twitter link, Facebook link, website link, and podcast link. So thanks for watching, and talk to you guys later. Peace.